Listen, as a professional in any sport, you put pressure on yourself to be the best you can be. I like to feel we'll have a competitive squad. I like to think we'll play a good brand, but we'll play in a brand that adapts to winning football games as well. So I'll put the pressure on myself to have a successful season. We obviously feel we're capable of bouncing back, and that will ultimately be the goal.
How do you get the best out of people?
I think you've got to recognise that it's we could be talking about a 30-man squad here, so I think they need to see your personality. I think they need to see your character so they know exactly where they stand with you. But a thing that I've carried with me for a number of years now is that you could be a fantastic coach, you could have been a brilliant player, but young players, they don't really care what you know until they know how much you care. So the first thing you've got to be is fatherly, you've got to be supportive, you've got to invest, you've got to show a human side, and you've got to create that trust and that bond with the player. And like I say, once they know you care, the sell becomes a lot easier. And then as hopefully an experienced coach or just an experienced adult, and I'm also a parent, you recognise that there's 30 people in the room and there might be 30 different personalities. So you've got to work that out to your best advantage to get the best out of them.
But on the culture and identity, there obviously has been a lot of talk about culture and identity. What is the culture of the club that kind of exists now, and where do you want it to go? What do you want it to be?
Again, I think that there's been quite a crossover in culture and identity. So I think at most clubs that happens with different things happening, self-retiring, older players leaving, certain managers leaving, ownership, it can happen. So I think personally, it's almost like, right, this is what it looks like. We're a self-funding club, for example, and I don't know whether that's been spoken about enough, but we're proud of that. There's not many people that can boast that sort of structure, that sort of way in doing things. The last 6-7 weeks I've seen how hard people are working, within the structure to give Doncaster Rovers the best chance on the football pitch. And again, I don't think that's appreciated enough. So again, going back to identity and culture, I want to be I'm proud of that, and I want people to be proud of that. I want players to be proud of it, fans, staff, because effectively we're a community club. So we need the community to buy into how we do things. So that's almost taking ownership of that and not being afraid of being proud of that.